What's up, everybody? So it's day 2 of the OSG Transformational Leadership Conference. We're here at Columbia Teachers College. And yeah, New York City is a vibe. I'll show y'all my outfit if I can. Let's see. Got on the OSG drip. You see it. Yeah, so we're about to kick it off. It's a couple sessions that I'm intrigued in, specifically the panel with our beloved Dr. Dennis B. McKeezy. I think Freeway is here, and I just saw Dame Dash, so it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. I'll check in with you guys in a little while.
That's different colors. Beautiful. This one happened first.
She's pens.
Y'all say hi to my vlog.
Yo, brother Akbar. Yes, sir. What kind of coat is it?
She made, put together.
It's a one-on-one? No, it's not a one-on-one. It's not?
Hi, how are you?
I work with that one school. Okay. Can I get it?
Let's see what's on the feet, though.
What size is that one?
I gotta wrap this up. They got about 5 minutes. Day two.
Yo,
Say hi to the vlog.
That's good.
So this is Lord. This is God, bro. Make me official, please. Hit me. I want to be official.
How are you? Yes.
So, wait, before I introduce, I gotta be like this. Get free. How you? Like what? Freeway here. Rocking the building. OSG put us together twice a week. Whitney and Brock. Whitney and Brock. Beautiful, man. Come on, boy. Come on, Allison. I'm making you got I'm making you number show. She's gonna be with y'all. The finest. OSG bring everybody together. Yes, sir. Burnside. What you got, cameraman? Good to see you too.
Let's make free official.
Yes, gotta make free official.
With your official OSG.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
That's like the Rockefeller. Yes. There you go, Toya. I'm glad I'm here for this and that.
Yes.
Smoke chain and
Now, you part of the fam.
Appreciate it. It's great, for real.
That's my Capricorn
Okay,
sister.
period.
Hello. Period. We here in the leadership conference.
Day 2.
Day 2.
Now that I'm in 5th grade, I can reflect and I can.
Now you see me.
Like I needed to quit and go do something else. So I'm Principal Akbar Cook, and this is my journey to show you guys how I've navigated the new normal. So my grandmother always was a foster parent. She had enough grandkids. I don't know why she chose, but I guess I do know why. was in her DNA to take care of the less fortunate. So I have so many cousins that we adopted. And she never took like the good ones. She always had the one that, you know, mother was on crack or they had this, was robbing and stealing, and they was my cousins. We loved them so much and we poured into them, right? My aunt was a teacher. She taught for 30 years in North Public Schools. And she was the one that exposed me to Divine Nine. I don't know if I got no Divine Nine. Anybody Divine Nine? Yes, they in. So the Deltas was I gravitated to the Deltas, right? There they go, right? So the Deltas had a thing called Delta Teams. And the Delta Teams took kids to different parts of the country. So I went to see Spelman. I got to see Morehouse. I got to see Clark. So it was like this kid from any city that had never even seen a cow was in, you know, Atlanta, Georgia, right? So they exposed me to that. So I knew then I wanted to go to college, but where I told you guys I became the Kid Whisperer, I became a camp counselor at the Boys and Girls Club, right? So we had a thing called Life Camp. They took me out into the woods, and I had these kids that I was responsible for. And at first my first year I was trying to be that mean bad guy. I was, get in line, we gonna stand in the hot sun. And the kids just didn't, like, it just wasn't working. When I said, you know what, man, we all going the same way, right? Let's go. And we started singing and all that. So there I realized, like, you gotta find out what they talked about earlier, their language. And then you can get them to move. So I did this for a number of years. So now I'm playing basketball, and I take the SAT one time. I take it one time in June, and I don't do well. So I gotta go to junior college. So I went to junior college in Kentucky. I don't know if anybody in Kentucky, I don't want to, you know, make you mad, but it was literally 2 buildings where I went to school at. It was the gym and like the school. That was it. I'm surrounded by tobacco. I'm talking about a kid from the inner city. And my first semester, I did bad. I got a 1.8. And I was about to get kicked out of school. I called my auntie. I said, Auntie, I don't know what to do. And it was business management and business administration. And I hate math. I don't know why I chose this subject, y'all, right? This was not, somebody should have taught, I needed a guidance counselor, right? So I'm 1.8, I call Auntie, I said, Auntie, I know what to do, I'm about to fail out of school, they're gonna take my scholarship. She said, you know you love the kids. She said, change your major to education, and we are going to stand here and wait till you get back and I'm gonna show you the ropes. I said, cool, Auntie. Changed it. I ended up graduating from there because it was a junior college. I got my associate, then I went down to Florida Atlantic University. Had my Al, he won yesterday. We beat Memphis. But I'm down there, and now you got this inner city boy in South Florida. Oh my God. I get a 1.8 again, y'all. I'm a freshman all over again. Auntie, now I call her Auntie for everything. So it's like, Auntie. So I called Auntie one time. I said, Auntie, man, I need some money. I got to share. Ho. Don't you ever call me asking for money. You didn't even ask how I was. And she was right. So now, every time I call Auntie, I call her a week ahead of time before I needed the money so I can just check on how she was, and then I'll get the money, right? That went on for so long, but I was procrastinating while I was down there, guys. I ended up having to stay another year. And while I was down there another year, my auntie passed. So the lady that wanted this education thing for me for so much and was going to hold on, didn't retire, she passed away while I was in summer school. I come back home, I'm thrown off course. I come back home, but my Umi, which is her sister, my mother's sister, she worked at the board. She one of those chameleons. She worked at the, payroll. She worked at human resources. She's one of them. Like, she just was somewhere in the board. So Umi navigated to me. She got me to a school. When they hired me, guys, they hired me because I was a big black guy. And they wanted to be that mean person I told you that I wasn't. I don't know if they wanted me to throw kids off the wall or step on them. I don't know what they wanted me to do, but that was not me. So I struggled. And I want you to think about this. Wherever you at, have a black man in elementary education, we're unicorns. And they gave up on me. They just shipped me away. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? I'm here every day. I'm loving on the kids. They love me. I'm doing this. Went to a new school, Belmont Rain. I get there, it was so many men of color. So many men. I said, you know what? I'm going to take something from each one of them and become the person that I need to be. So I'm there, I'm learning all this stuff, I'm rocking and rolling. This administration trying to get rid of me too. And I'm like, I know I ain't the worst one in here. What's going on? But it was time for me to self-reflect, guys. It was like, that's 2 administrations. You the common denominator, it's you. And although I love those babies, I wasn't planning the right way. I wasn't planning. And I can say that it was me trying to, buck the system. Because at the time we had Success for All. I don't know if you guys had it, but it was one of those things where you got to read off a script. Hi, Johnny, I'm Akbar. What are you doing? And it was like, I was so robotic. I was freestyling, but it wasn't netting the results that they wanted. So I said, you know what? In a self-reflection, I changed everything that I was doing. I went to cooperative group and all these things. By the end of the year, they was taping me to be like one of the best teachers, right? So I got it, I'm rocking and rolling. But while I'm there, I had the worst experience with an administrator. He was an idiot. And I hate to say it like that, guys, but it was literally like, if he got a degree, they're giving him out. I'm going back to college, right? That's what made me go back and get my ministry. I said, they must be giving him out. So I went back to school for him, and I went back for Auntie. I want to show Auntie, like, listen, Auntie, you know, I did it. So I finished summa cum laude, I got it, and then I just chilled, right? Yeah, let me clap for that. I ain't no nerd, right? So got the administration supervision. But I'm chilling now. I'm like, man, I got my 24 kids, or if I got the whole 90, I'm good. I know what I'm doing. I'm moving the babies. I'm getting the numbers. Umi keep hitting me saying, she said, I'm hearing you're doing a great job, but you can have a greater impact if you do it to a whole school. Like, you should be an AP, or you should be. So Most Def got a song called Umi Says, but Umi was like, I want you to, to go out and you can help more schools. And I'm like, nah, Umi, I'm good. So Umi just kept hitting me. It was like she wasn't even talking to me. She just was sending job descriptions for different postings for APs, right? All this different stuff. That went on for a number of years. And I want to say Umi retired maybe that June. And a week after she retired, she was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. Umi passed. Now, 2 of my ladies that I love so dearly that wanted this sort of potential in me, I didn't carpe diem, I didn't seize the moment. I'm thinking we all want to live forever. And they missed out on it. So I vowed from that point, guys, that I never was going to be the weakest link. I was never going to let anybody down that believed in me.
Freeway got it in like 10 in the morning, but I can get it to you like